Hey guys, it's Alicia. If you couldn't tell, I hope you've all had a great week. So today I am doing this Chucky inspired makeup look. So this is my first Halloween tutorial of 2024. It's my second tutorial. I did a big mouth face earlier this year, but I haven't uploaded that yet. But this is the first look that I have done officially. I think it looks quite creepy. Oh my goodness, I keep looking at myself. It's like fucking horrendous. Like I could imagine myself at spookers like this. This took me 4.5 hours. I don't know why it took me so long to do this. I think just the chest took ages because I painted this whole thing on. Like I'm not wearing clothes. This is just painted on. You guys could do this and just like buy the outfit and then just do the scars on your face and then color your hair red, orange if you want to save time. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. Like I'm really liking this look. I think it looks really good. Looks really creepy. It's not like super hard. And if you think it's hard, then just follow along with the tutorial and you realize how easy it is. I've been filming like 9 TikToks on this look, so it's taken me a bit of time. I think by the time I run over to the camera and get all the footage, film the transitions. Oh my gosh, this is why I don't do makeup looks too often throughout the year. Only running up until Halloween, like the 3 months prior to Halloween, because it just takes so much time. It's like a full-on day filming and editing, but I just absolutely love them. This content does the best on my accounts, and yeah, hopefully you guys like this. If you guys do like this creepy look, and I just realized my nails kind of match the vibe as well, which is great. But anyway, if you guys like this look, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload every week. I'm not going to say every Monday 8 AM New Zealand time because the last few weeks has been like Tuesdays or Wednesdays. It's been all over the place. So I'm just going to say I upload every week. And YouTube shorts every single day. So if you guys want to know how to get this creepy Chucky makeup transformation, then just keep on watching. I'm going to start off with some foundation. This is the Milani Perfect and Conceal foundation. I forget how much I like this. But because we're going to see a lot of skin for this look, you just want to do your base as per usual. So I'm using this CoverGirl concealer. I use this one all the time. And foundation, I'm just blending this all in with a sponge. You don't really need to do concealer anyway because I'm going to make my under eyes dark and red, but I didn't really realize that till after I did it. And I'm just going to bronze up my face. We just kind of want to look tan still, and we want to look a little bit dirty as well. I add more bronzer on afterwards. I'm just going to add some blush as well because Chucky has quite pink cheeks. Now I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills Alyssa Edwards palette. I always use this palette. It is so good. It's got everything you need. I take a little blending brush and I'm just taking like a dark brown and the purple and a black shade, kind of mixing it together and creating the illusion of a black eye. And I take some red. This is a single eyeshadow and I just blend it underneath. You just want to make it look like you've got a black eye, really. And I draw on some lines. I want to create the illusion of like wrinkles. I want to look like an aged Chucky. So now I'm making the other black eye as well. I'm just blending this. So I start with the brown and then I go in with the black and just build it up. And I take purple. I want to really focus it on the inner corners of my eye and making those circles. So now I'm taking a lip liner. This one is so small. It's my favorite. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude. I love this lip liner. And I'm taking this Mellow Cosmetics lipstick in Posh. And I just did the lips quickly. I don't know why I decided to do the lips. I just wanted to add some color. And I take this small little fine brush. This one is from Body Effects. It's usually for paint, but this can work really well for eyeshadows. And I draw the wrinkles above my nose. And then I'm starting to do the cut. So all I do is a red line and then go on with this Benefit Extreme Precision eyeliner. I think that's what these are called. I just love them so much. They're like the best eyeliners. Draw down both sides of that red line and then I get a little bit of red and like black mixed together and shade this in on either side of the line. This will make it look like it's kind of like bruised and the skin's irritated. And then I'm drawing on these little staples. So just draw like little lines like this. You can see what I'm doing. But having a good eyeliner is honestly key because this eyeliner is so good. You just need a really good like felt tip pen eyeliner so you can be really precise. Now I'm taking this Stila white eyeliner. This one is super old and it's still going to this day. I really love this eyeliner. I need to purchase another one. So I just fill in the middle of those staples, and I actually end up drawing like up the sides of the line as well, but I'll show that in another cut that I do. So I just do this all over my face. I'm doing one on my forehead, the exact same method. A red line, drawing on either side of those with a black eyeliner, and then blending on both sides with a small little fine brush. And I just, yeah, blend either side and draw on the staples. So when you see this look, you're probably like, oh my gosh, that's really hard. But when you can actually see the steps, like you guys could do this pretty easy. Like as you can see here, I'm just drawing little like O kind of shapes on my forehead. And like I said, getting a good eyeliner helps with the precision. So now I'm doing dots in between those staples. I just want to give the illusion that my face has been like stapled and there's still spaces to have stapled. I don't know, it just gives like more of a stitched zip kind of look. And then I just fill in those staples with the white eyeliner. If you don't have a white eyeliner, you can literally just use like white face paint, or yeah, anything that you have that's white. And then see here, I draw up the line on the sides with white ever so slightly. This just gives it more detail. It looks more 3D, like the skin is popping up. It's more like a cut. So I saw a reference photo of Chucky, and he's got like this cut like in between both eyes. It's a little bit higher on his, but I wanted to not cover the wrinkles, so I just did mine down lower a little bit. So yeah, it doesn't have to be exactly the same as Chucky. It's just inspiration. So yeah, drawing on the staples and doing the dots in between and everything like that. By the way, I cannot believe that this is my first time recreating like an actual character from a horror movie. Like, yes, I've done like Venom, and that's probably the only character I've actually done. Like, I've done like Pac-Man and Spyro and Crash Bandicoot and like fun characters like that, but I've never actually done like a horror movie character. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Apart from Venom, like, this is my second time doing a character-inspired makeup, because I always do, like, creatures or scary things or demons or skulls or clowns, you know, but not, like, inspired by anything. So, yeah, I'm very glad that I'm finally doing Chucky, because I absolutely love Chucky. It was one of my favorite horror movies. I think it's because it was so scary. Like, the thought of a doll like coming to life and just attacking you with a knife just scared the shit out of me. So yeah. So I'm doing the cut again up my forehead. I'm doing more so this like Y shape, because I didn't want to just do straight cuts everywhere. And on the Chucky doll, he does have this Y shape coming up above one eye. So as you can see here, I just did this Y and made it a little bit more like thicker in the center of the Y. And I just draw alongside it with the eyeliner and do the exact same methods as I did before. But anyway, I wanted to ask you guys, do you like Chucky? Have you seen the movies? Have you seen all the movies? Let me know down below, what is your favorite horror movie? Because I used to be such a horror movie fiend. I say used to be because I haven't watched, well, movies in general, but I haven't watched a horror movie for so long. And yeah, I don't know. I think the last horror movie I watched was Saw 10. I think it was number 10 in the cinemas with my mum, my dad, and my sister and Matthew. And it was so funny because mum was like covering her face, jumping at everything. Like, those movies are just like really gory. And some people, it is definitely not for them, like watching really creepy horror movies. Like, people probably think that there's something wrong with me liking that kind of thing. But I don't know, we were just brought up with it. Like, when we were younger, we were just so curious. And I was like, oh my gosh, what are these movies? And my uncle would come along to our place and stay on like the public holidays with my parents. And he'd bring over like chips and dip and peanuts and raisins and all these snacks, and we would literally just choose out DVDs from United Video when they had a DVD store, and we would go and pick all the horror movies because we watched like one or two and then we got addicted. And I think it's because of like the adrenaline it gives you, like that scare factor. You're like blocking your ears and wondering what's happening next. I think that's what it was for me, and I associate it with like bonding with my family, as odd as that sounds, because like we always got DVDs together and watched them together and used to laugh and squeal and scream, and like just the adrenaline that came with it and the frightening horror. Like, I don't know, it's almost like it increases your adrenaline and dopamine, I guess, in a way. But yeah, here's me trying to explain my love for horror movies. Because I've had some people being like, oh my gosh, they're so creepy. Like, there's obviously something wrong with people that like watching horror movies and stuff. Like, how do you like that kind of stuff? It's so scary. But I guess that's my reasoning. But anyway, that is my story time. So I'm just continuing these cuts. So I'm going down the corner of my eye. Like I said, it's kind of, these cut locations are kind of inspired by the Chucky doll. I must mention this because she is so inspiring. Holly Murray Makeup on TikTok. She's one of my favorite makeup artists. She's so talented, so inspiring. She does really out there crazy looks. Not so much like, no, she does do art, but she's more so like prosthetics and sticking things on her face and liquid latex and wigs, and she goes all out. But she is one of my favorite makeup artists, and I did come across a Chucky look on her TikTok because I was like wondering what to do for my Halloween looks, and I saw this photo of like a stitch face. It's really something similar that I did, and then I typed in TikTok stitched makeup. And then her Chucky makeup look came up, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And I remember her doing this, and it got a lot of engagement, and it was super scary and out there. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I need to do something like this. Why not do Chucky? Because he had stitches and cuts all over his face, and I knew I definitely wanted to do some kind of like stitched look. I have done a few stitched looks in the past, and they were one of my most popular makeup videos. One being my ripped and stitched makeup tutorial that's more so using like liquid latex. It was like a circle around my face with like strings, like attaching the face together. Yeah, one of my favorite makeup looks and one of my most popular here on my channel. But as you can see here, it's just literally repetitive, hence why I'm now giving you guys story times. Very repetitive, literally the red line, then the black lines on either side of that, then the bruising, so like the red, mix in a slight black color and blend that on either side of the line. Then do the staples and then do the dots in between them, the white lines and the staples, and then, yeah, the white line like on either side of the black lines. And then, yeah, that's how you have it. So what I'm doing is now I'm darkening the eyes a little bit more. When I do look back to this look, I wish I darkened them even more, but it doesn't really matter. And I'm darkening the scars as well. So I'm just blending a little bit of black amongst them and inside them. And I'm doing black eyeliner. This is a Thin Lizzy Duo eye pencil. I love this one because it's got brown on one side and black on one side, and it's super pigmented. So I just darken up my eyes. And then I look at myself, I'm like, I need something like here, because my black eye was kind of a weird shape and I just felt like a cut should come up from it. It kind of makes sense, and I'm so glad I did because this looked badass. So I'm doing another cut here. But anyway, I would love to know from you guys if you love movies, because I am a movie fiend. My whole family is. We love going to the cinemas. I haven't been in a long time. I am going to take my older sister, Monique, to see the Minions. She absolutely loves the Minions. I'm going to take her in the next like week or two because she helped me secure a social media management client. So where she works, I now do their social media. I'll actually tell you, it's Fernland Spa. So it's like private pools and mineral pools and like a campground and cabins and stuff. It's near Bethlehem and Tauranga, and she works there, and she helped me get them as a social media management client. So now I do all of their social media. So I'm actually going to take her to see the Minions and go out for dinner because she loves the Minions. And yeah, that will be the next time I go to the movies. So yes, that will be really fun. So yeah, that will be really good. By the way, I'm using the Body Effects Rainbow Face Paint Palette. It's such a good palette. I don't show you the other colors, but I did show you a snippet of what it looks like. I just used the red and the orange to paint my eyebrows with a brush, and now I'm getting on to the like jumper part, which was actually the most time consuming. I didn't think it would be. But we are creating the t-shirt of Chucky. So if you need to look at a reference photo, please do. I know his is slightly different, but I wanted to use the same color tones as Chucky. Starting with the neckline, doing red, then light blue. All these colors are just from that paint palette, and they're water activated paint. So all you do is swirl it around in water and then use a brush, like dip it in, swirl it around, and paint it on. So for this green shade, I had to mix the green with a bit of blue to make it a little bit darker. See, this is where color theory and knowing your color theory comes in handy as an artist or when you're doing makeup looks, because some people might not even know that basic fact, like, oh no, like I've only got a light green, like I need it to be darker, like Chucky's t-shirt. Well, you add in a little bit of blue to make it darker. I know that might sound really simple, but I guess people just wouldn't click. Some people wouldn't click. So yeah, I'm doing the stripes right across, and this was so time consuming. I'm taking this light green color now and just painting across. I should have maybe taken a bigger brush to do this. That would definitely save you time. That is one of my biggest things that I do. I create a makeup look and I use like the smallest brushes. So everything probably takes so much longer. And I actually had to stop halfway. I don't know when it was. I think it was around like now or sometime around now when I was doing the shirt. I had to stop around halfway because I had to do my social media management clients because time was getting on and I really needed to post because I didn't want them to be too late. So yeah, this is how time consuming this is. But look how fussy I'm being. Not everyone's going to be this fussy. And like I said, if you want to save time, if you want to save yourself like literally an hour and a half of painting time, then just buy the t-shirt. Like I'm sure you can go to Look Sharp or go online and type in Chucky outfit and you can literally buy the overalls. Or you could probably just buy like a colorful stripy shirt and then put on some denim and then just paint on good guys because that's what it says on the overalls. So that would save you a lot of time. But to impress people, and yeah, just if you want to save some money, you can just paint it on like how I'm doing here. So it's very repetitive, this look. As you can see here, I'm just doing the stripes. So we've gone red, blue, red, dark green, light green, blue, pink, red. And then I thought, oh my gosh, like I need another stripe because I was just going to stop here. So I did green and that was it. And now painting on the pockets. So I'm doing this in the middle, coloring it all in, and then I do the whole overalls in blue. So like I said, this is all from that same paint palette. It's super easy. I'm so glad because I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to take so long coloring in this area with a small brush. So I took a big brush and dipped it in, and I didn't realize it was going to create this cool like faded ombre watercolor effect. This was so unplanned, but it turned out so good because it just made it look like natural shading. So I just went over it like twice, and because I used a lot of water and it was a bigger brush, it created this cool like faded effect. And I go over it once more and it looks really cool. So now I am just using that small brush to just paint the straps. I thought this needed a little bit more pigment, so I just go over it. That's a cool thing about watercolors. You can literally just go over and over and over the paint and it will get more pigmented. So here you can see I'm going over it again with a small brush. So I did do it. It took a little time, but yeah, it ended up being a really cool faded look. I think I did it too linear. Like it looked quite liney when I did it with a small brush. I was like, oh, it needs to be darker. I'm going to make it like more liney. And then I ended up going over it again with that big brush, even though I skipped out that scene. And I take a dark blue from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Alyssa Edwards palette. It was that same palette I showed you in the beginning. Used a dark blue and a blending brush and going around the edges of the buttons and the pockets just to add a little bit more definition. And I ended up taking black as well and just going around that pocket as well and down the straps. And I don't know who I'm talking to here. I do remember like doing voice messages in this video, but yes, I'm in like full on deep conversation here. So anyway, we are blending the black down the straps around the buttons. Then I'm darkening around the buttons. And I thought, I wasn't going to do this, but I'm so glad I did because honestly, adding shading makes such a difference to your overall look. So I ended up getting a small brush and blended black all through the shirt. So I did shading on the collar and kind of like on the outskirts, and then also like by the straps as well, kind of creating like that the shirt was underneath kind of illusion. So yeah, this takes me a little bit of time. But anyway, while I'm doing this, I want to ask you guys, what makeup looks do you want to see me do next? And I ask it in this video because I hope that you guys will leave your recommendations down below. What do you guys want to see next? I need ideas. I need inspiration. I love hearing from you guys. I always listen to you guys. There's sometimes where maybe I'll get requests and I don't do it, but because I do get quite a lot of requests, especially on like YouTube shorts now, because they get much more views than my main channel videos. But here I am, still dedicated to filming channel videos, bloody 9 years later. So yes, I do get some requests, but let me know here on the channel video because I love hearing from you guys. And yeah, it'd be cool to know what you guys want me to do next. Yeah, I don't know. I might do more character makeup. I think I might because people recognize it straight away. So they're like, oh, that's cool. You know, it's something familiar. So I might do more character makeup, kind of like this. Because I kind of do my own, like, make-believe kind of makeup looks, which is fine. But people resonate more with a character, I think. So anyway, I take the black paint in that paint palette in a small brush and I decided to draw over the lines. And then it made me realize, oh my gosh, my makeup artistry is so pop art like. Like I'm very vibrant, colorful, contrasty pop art. That's kind of my style for my makeup looks. Quite fun, quite creative, quite out there. And I always look at my looks and always think that they're so vibrant and colorful. And I always like highlight things in white and darken things in black. Like I'm not really a realistic painter. Like I know you get realistic artists, even when they draw, they make it really super realistic. My style of art is more cartoon like. That's a good way to describe it. Cartoon like and quite pop arty. So hopefully you guys like this makeup style. So now I'm doing the stitching. I just take the white from that palette. I wasn't going to use the Stila white eyeliner. It would run out straight away. I was actually going to use the eyeliner, the black eyeliner for the black stripes, and it was starting to go a bit crazy. This is how I've made a lot of eyeliners run out in the past. So I don't suggest that you use liquid eyeliner on top of too much foundation or paint because it will run out super fast and it will just mix in with the paint and ruin it. So yeah, I'm doing these little stitching patterns, as you can see, just little dabs all the way up the sides. I was going to do a double seam, like 2 lots of stitching on either side, but because Chucky does have that and the inspo pic I seen did have that, but I decided not to. I thought this was good enough. So I'm just doing some highlights around the buttons and the little crosses on the buttons. And then I thought, this shirt needs a little bit more detail. So I take the white and I just kind of do some white lines in between. As you can see here, it just adds a little bit more like 3D effect. It makes it look a little bit more detailed. It's honestly crazy what a little bit of adding some black and some white highlights can do to your makeup look. Anyway, I'm taking this, these lashes. These are the manicare lashes. And this eyeliner is like glue adhesive as well. So that is really handy. But I kind of wish I stuck down one of the lashes more in the inner corner because it ended up coming up a little bit. And you can kind of see it in my TikToks when I watch them back. But anyway, that is super handy. So I stick on lashes, kind of help make the eyes a little bit darker as well. I spray back my hair and then I paint through it with a big brush, just with the red and orange paint from that Body Effects Rainbow Face Paint palette, which I highly recommend. Like, I literally use minimal products for my creative makeup looks, which is really cool because it's great for you guys on a budget as well. You get some artists that use so many palettes, so many colors, so many paints, but I literally use such minimal products. And by the way, I went to wash out this hair and my hair currently is still stained a tinge orange and red. And I'm freaking worried because I have CreatorCon this Friday, which is a massive event for like brands and creators and stuff. I went last year. They do like speaking panels. It's good for networking. We've got like an awards night. There's an after party. There's a lot of growth tips and like, yeah, panels with heaps of inspiring people speaking and people that work for Instagram and TikTok. And I don't want my hair stained red. So now I'm just putting in a contact lens. These are also from Body Effects. These are the white out lenses. I love these. I use these all the time. And I also add in a blue contact to the other side, which I didn't show. But if you have natural blue eyes, then you don't really need to do this. Okay guys, so that is the end of the makeup tutorial. I actually really like this look. Wow, I did that. I need to do makeup looks like this more often because I honestly enjoy filming them so much. Like, I just go into a meditative state. Like, I do think a lot when I do my makeup look. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. I think it looks really creepy. You're definitely bound to scare some people this Halloween. Yeah, I'm not into like, oh, let's dress sexy. I'm like, let's dress hella scary. And you guys can do this for like cosplay parties or any like dress up parties that you guys have. It doesn't have to be for Halloween. You guys can go and impress people at the next Halloween party with this look because it's bound to impress for sure. This white line here is bothering me so much. So yeah, I absolutely love the Chucky horror movie. I think it's super creepy and dolls just creep everyone out, so it's a good choice to do a spooky doll. Yeah, dolls are just creepy, especially Chucky. Like, I don't know, it's one of my favorite horror movies. I think there are so many like horror movies that I like. I haven't watched horror movies in a long time, but this is definitely one of them that I love, and that creeps me out every time. So hope you guys like this video. If you did, then please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. But anyway, I better go. Let me know down below in the comments what you want to see next. What look do you want to see me do? What character? Just let me know anything down below in the comments and I will be sure to recreate it for you guys. And I always reply to all of my comments. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great week and I'll see you in my next week's video. Bye.